Hello, my name is Robert Dean Steele, and this is your daily Bible class. Listen, we're in 1 John chapter 2, and today we're looking at 1 John chapter 2, verses 8 through 11. Listen to what it says here. Anyone who claims to be in the light but hates his brother or sister is still in darkness. You see, if you claim to be in the light, but you allow unforgiveness, if you allow hurt and bitterness or hatred or anger to be part of your situation, the truth of the matter is you are not walking in light. When you hate your brother and sister, when you sit there and you frown at them, and folks, it happens all the time. I've seen it in the church where one moment you're friends with someone and then you do something or say something and all of a sudden they cut you off and you're no longer their friends. I've seen where people who used to know each other and love each other won't even cross the street to talk to each other, frown at each other. That just simply tells me that the love of God is not in them and they are not walking in love. You see, love is patient and kind. Love is forgiving. Love does not keep a record of wrong. And when you look at 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 5 to 8, you know what Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, or 13, 1 to 2? It says, if you don't love the way that God wants you to love, you'll receive, produce, and you are of no real value. John puts it very succinctly. He says simply this: if you claim to be in the light but hate your brother, you're walking in darkness. Your deeds are evil. He says anyone who loves their brother and sister lives in the light, and there's nothing in them to make them stumble. Basically, when you're walking in the light, you're going to see the things that are coming. That's one of the things that I love about beautiful sunny days. You're out there for a walk and you're enjoying all the beautiful sunshine, but you can see what's going on in front of you. You can see what's going on around you. That is the whole purpose of light, to expose those things that could be a potential danger in your life. That is why John said, if you love your brother and sister, you are walking in the light and you're not going to stumble. You are not going to allow unforgiveness or bitterness or hurt or all those things that can come into your life that are negative. He says you're not going to allow it to be there and you're not going to stumble over those things. But he says if anyone hates his brother and sister, they're still in the darkness and they're walking around in darkness. I want to tell you something. It is so easy to do that. I remember this one particular time I was getting up there and I thought, well, I won't turn the light on. I'll just go to the washroom. So I'm walking across there, and all of a sudden I step on the Lego. You know, that, when my kids were little, stepped on the Lego, jumped around there, and as I was jumping around, I hit the coffee table and fell down. It was a comedy of error. All I would have had to do was turn on the light. But if you are hating your brother, you're literally walking around in darkness. And Jesus said, men love darkness rather than light because their deeds are evil. You see, we don't want our deeds to be exposed if we're walking in darkness, because they show who we truly are. You know, every one of us want to put on the best face. We want to put on the best mask. We want to put on the best presentation. But the problem is, if we're hating our brothers and sisters, people can see right through that, and we're walking in darkness. He says, so they do not know where they're going because darkness has blinded them. How true it is. When you're walking around in darkness, you're walking in blindness. You cannot see what really is going on. You think that you are walking in the light, but the reality is, because you are walking in unforgiveness, you're walking in hurt and bitterness, you're not going to let go of those things that are hurting you and destroying you. You know what? You're walking around in darkness, you're going to stumble, you're going to fall, you're going to fail. Why? Because you won't let it go. So today, if you have unforgiveness, if you've been hurt, if you're walking around in bitterness, if you're walking around in anger, if you're slave to something, today, let it go. Confess it. Bring it to God. Say, God, here it is. I don't want to walk in this darkness anymore. I don't want to be under this chain. I don't want this anymore. I want to walk in liberty. I want to walk in victory today. Let it go. Ask for forgiveness. Release it to the Lord. Release that person to the Lord, and you'll walk in the light, and you won't fall or stumble. My name is Robert Dean Steele. This is your daily Bible class. You have yourself a great and godly day.